Presidential historian, author of the great book Inside Trump's White House. Doug Wead is here. Doug, good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Maria.
Can you officially say income inequality is narrowing? We've been saying it on this program, given the fact that the bottom earners are seeing the biggest jump in their wages. Is that what you're referring to in terms of poverty and the income inequality issue?
Absolutely. These two speeches to me are like two bookends separated by a half a century. And it shows you the good heart that the Democrats had in the 1960s. But everything that LBJ and Hubert Humphrey wanted for the poorest of the poor and for minorities that had been left behind have come true under Donald Trump. He's released the angels of free markets, and look what they've accomplished. 7 million new jobs. That's the entire population of the state of Indiana. Every man, woman, child, baby. That's
awesome.
A lot of new jobs.
So, Doug, what moment stood out to you the most last night?
Oh, there were so many. I really appreciated the fact that he went to personal illustrations. When I interviewed him for my book, he was constantly talking about people that were being helped by his policies. And I thought, why doesn't he do this publicly? He just talks numbers publicly. Why doesn't he tell some of these stories? Well, he did it last night. And he started calling these people out. When I saw Nancy rip up the speech, I thought, it's not just the numbers you're ripping up. Those are people whose lives have been transformed and changed. It's easy to get used to peace and prosperity. Take it for granted, who cares? But when you don't have it, it's everything.
Yeah, I had that same reaction, Doug. It's Kelly Torrance here. Talk about the stories, and to me, I mean, I was moved to tears. I'm not going to deny it with, seeing these great Americans. And I have to say, I mean, when I saw, some of the congresswomen, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, refusing to stand when Donald Trump introduced Charles McGee, the 100-year-old Tuskegee Airman. I mean, why do they have such trouble acknowledging what this president has done and just acknowledging how great this country is?
Yeah, Kelly, because it's about power now. It's not about people. It's not about the poor. It's about power. I want my power. When she ripped up that speech, it was all about, I hate Donald Trump because I want power. Yes, you got a new job. Congratulations, you're off poverty. The big thing is, what about me? What about my party? It's a sad thing to see. Republicans are guilty of it too, but right now it doesn't look very good for the Democrats.
Doug, the Democrats, though, they feel like, well, President Trump didn't shake her hand, so she needed to get him back. And I'll just point out that the Democrats have turned into what they claim to hate. That's where we are.
Yeah. And, in interviewing the president for my book, one thing that struck me that showed up finally last night, he has such pure joy over these numbers for African Americans and for Hispanics. He loves it. He's delighted that his policies are bringing them jobs. And he illustrated it last night with individuals, which was so emotional. I think that's what was irritating to the opposition.
Irritating. That's irritating. It's extraordinary. Doug, thank you. Good to see you.
Thanks, Maria. Good to see you.
Doug Wead, good to see you.